those impure states of the mind, and what are those impure states of the mind and how they take over our life every day, every moment. Just, we don't plan to be angry and agitated. I don't plan to be into anxiety. I don't plan to be having a strong likes and dislikes. But out of the blue, I feel, no, 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 I hate this guy. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to this guy. It's enough. It's enough. How come these impure states of the mind enters our life, and then we get obsessed with it, and the mind starts playing with us. Look at this, mind starts playing with me, but I don't like this guy, but it's okay, calm down. Where is your calmness? So where is your calmness? Out of the blue, today my mood is upset. So what is this upset mind? Mind has taken over me. What is this? I'm not the mind. Mind is my instrument. It is something like that the brake of the car fails and I'm still driving and I hit the wall and I hit someone. And that is because of the, what we say, ignorance, projection, and the impurity of the mind. So it's very important that we should know these impure states of the mind and what is their origin. What we have done until now, all experiences takes place in the mind, whether it is good, whether it is bad. Then we ask ourselves from where these good and bad experiences comes from. Oh, it comes from the past experiences, which we say the vasanas or conception. And now, from the conception to the perception, there is a sankalpa and the vikalpa. I look at you and I ask my mind what I think of you. You see the projection. But that thinking is based on my past experiences. You see, so sankalpa and the vikalpa. And when there's sankalpa, vikalpa, that means the projection continues. The thoughts are being repeated. It has a strong likes and dislikes, and that causes the attachment at the end or detachment. An attachment, detachment has a desire, and that desire causes the impurity in the mind. But I have to understand that what are these impure states of the mind? How many are they? Or they may be in millions, but we can figure out some selective, maybe 10, 15, or 20 impure states of the mind. And we lose our awareness. And when you lose your awareness, the impure states of the mind has its say in our personal, professional, social life. And that destroys our relationship, that causes the agitation, guilt, etc., long list. So you see that again, going back, simply past impressions are in trillions and trillions of these impressions are stored, which I say conception, conceiving. So it is waiting for conception. How conception takes place? I wake up in the morning and I have a projection or imagined reality through the sankalpa and the vikalpa. You look at the picture of Philip, oh, he does not understand. Now you see how you came to that conclusion that he does not understand. Come on, you have woken up in the morning. Enjoy your morning. That is what the projection is. You wake up in the morning. Yesterday some guy was saying it was very bad morning. I asked him that what harm the sun has done to you so that it's a bad morning. Sun is still rising in the same way. Sun sets in the same way. Can you tell me what happened? What do you mean by it? It is a bad morning. It is because of my projection based on my conception. So that projection is a perception, and from the perception I have a sensation. From the sensation is because of these thought processes, and these thought continues to repeat, no, it's a bad morning, it's a bad morning. Mind is repeating itself subconsciously. And now you are already in the mood of a bad morning, and you go to the kitchen, you hold the cup and it falls down. That is why I said it's a bad morning. No, you were not aware. You were not aware. Oh my. So, does the morning says that I am a bad morning, or does my mind says? My mind says. So all experiences takes place in the mind. That we need to understand. So once we have a clear understanding and I become aware, and then what happens? Imagined happiness, imagined pain. So now this results into bad morning when I say this is one impure states of the mind. Upset is another impure states of the mind. Now you already know the inner processes, what happened, which resulted into an expression that, oh, today is a bad morning, or you can say I have an upset mind, or you can say I have a guilt. This is the result of the impure states of the mind. So let us see the different impure states of the mind, their definition, simple, their cause and effect, and also an example. So that the more you think of it, contemplate and reflect, you become aware of it. When you become aware of it, then you realize that the sun rises in the same way, sun will set in the same way. It has nothing to do with a bad morning or good morning. It's only a morning. I am not at all attached either to a bad or a good morning. So my mind instantly recognizes, and that bad morning dissolves. So one of the impure states of the mind is the guilt mind. That is the topic you talked about. A mind burdened by excessive, inappropriate, or unresolved feelings of shame is what the guilt is. Simple definition. A mind is burdened by the excessive thinking. That thought is because of the projection. Projection came from the past impression, or inappropriate thinking, or unresolved feeling. We are talking about different impure states of the mind. We already know how the impure states of the mind manifest. So that we can say the definition. And what is the cause? Sankalpa projects an imagined happiness in punishing oneself. You already know what is sankalpa. So what is the cause? That sankalpa projects an imagined happiness in punishing myself, often based on unrealistic expectations of perfection. And that is because of the delusion. My goodness, the mind has created such a beautiful story inside of which I'm not aware, and that resulted into the guilt. And then what is the effect? We already know the effect: low self esteem, anxiety, difficulty accepting forgiveness or positive experiences. And if you take this guilt, impure states of the mind, that is the guilt, to the higher level, self sabotaging behavior. Oh, I don't know what to do. I cannot sleep. I cannot wake up. I don't want to eat. Self sabotaging behavior. We are trying to understand the different impure states of the mind, how, how we define it, how we understand the cause and effect. Someone who can't forgive themselves and move on from the past mistakes leading to a chronic guilt that impairs my life. Now you see, in every impure states of mind, there are thoughts associated with the feeling and emotion. So I forget to find out, I lack awareness to find out whether it is a projected or imagined pain or pleasure. So now I forget means there is a lack of awareness. And the lack of awareness, then the mind takes over. Then the mind says, now I will teach you what you have accumulated in me. Now let us take the anxious mind. Let us take anxious mind is another impure state of the mind prone to excessive worry, nervousness, and apprehension about potential threats and negative outcomes. Unnecessarily. I'm defining simple. Anxious mind is one prone to excessive worry, nervousness, and apprehension about potential threat, and negative outcome. This guy I told you, 32 years old, very well built, 6 feet 5 inches, and in the evening he took his dog for a walk and he said, I returned home. I was surrounded by extreme fear and anxiety. I said, come on. You have six abs, you are well built, and you are so much scared. Excessive potential threat. I don't see the reality. It is because of the lack of awareness. Why I don't see the reality? Because of the sankalpa vikalpa, the projection or imagination. What is the cause? Sankalpa projects an illusory sense of control and safety. Pay attention, it's very important, especially with the anxiety. Sankalpa projects an illusory sense of control and safety in getting worried. So if I get worried, I find a sense of control and safety, and I don't recognize it. Driven by delusion. That is the cause. Leads to what is the effect? Chronic stress, restlessness, indecisiveness, avoidance behavior, impairs peace of mind. Example, Someone who constantly worries about the worst case scenarios to the point of panic attacks and inability to take action. So my projection reaches to the height, and from there I start seeing the symptoms in my body. No, why don't you understand? I feel, I have a sensation. Come on, it is from the projection. But I don't want to understand. Why? Because the projection has taken over my mind, overwhelmed with that emotion. Let us see the impure states of the mind. Another mind is the reactive mind, a mind that automatically means a lack of awareness, automatically reacts to external triggers with intense emotion, lacking conscious choice. Hold on, should I react or not? I calm down, but I lack awareness. Why I lack awareness? Sankalpa has already created an environment in my mind. Oh, I don't like you. Why you have come? So find out the cause. Sankalpa. Again, either Sankalpa or Vikalpa. Because imagined projection or imagine. Sankalpa projects happiness. Vikalpa projects unhappiness onto the external conditions, leading to a desire to control them. So I have a reactive mind. Are you understanding? We are going deeper. We are understanding what are these impure, common impure states of the mind. They run into millions. But I have selected some impure states of the mind, and we are digging deep inside into it. How? By defining it, by understanding the cause and effect relationship with some examples. So, reactive mind results in impulsive behavior. I start developing an impulsive, emotional, volatile behavior. What is this? No, calm down. No, there is nothing. Do you see? Now, what happened? Nothing happened. Calm down. Even if someone says calm down, why don't you understand? I'm into anxiety. I have some feeling and sensation. So we don't understand ourselves. Why? Sankalpa Vikalpa is at the peak. Someone who lashes out in anger at the slightest provocation, later regretting their reactive behavior. Let us see normal, you see the money mind. Money mind is also impure. Need based desire mind is the right mind. But here we are talking of money mind. Obsessive desire for wealth and possession. Why I have an obsession? Because it is driven by the belief. Pay attention. It is driven by the belief that they will provide lasting happiness and security. How many people who are rich and billionaires are happy and secure? Latest example, our dear Bill Gates, who divorced after 27 years, saying, I lived loveless life for 27 years. Why you lived your loveless life for 27 years? Why you didn't leave her at the first year? You repeated the same thing again and again for 27 years? Do you see that? Understand it clearly. We are defining the money mind. So when the money mind, I have an obsession, desire for the wealth, and but why I have an obsession, find it out. It is driven by the belief. From where the belief has come from, the sankalpa, obviously, projection and imagination, that it will provide lasting happiness and security. So I create in my mind an imagined happiness when I will have material abundance. So now that imagined happiness through the money creates a strong craving, and that changes my behavior and attitude. I become extremely, utterly selfish. So, what is the effect? It leads to greediness, workaholism, neglect of relationship and ethics, and using others for personal gain. Then I see the entire world is consumer. It is a utility. I don't see any relationship. My relationship is based on the consumerism. And that is why you see a lot of people, they strain their relationship. I read an article, I told you that I have $1 million in my account. I want to divorce my husband. How to save that $1 million when I divorce? So you see, there are a lot of projections. So you have $1 million, $1 billion. Whether you are upset, that is you are in pain, you are suffering, that is why you want to divorce. Even after divorce, you will continue to suffer. Money mind. Money mind. Look at another. I selected couple of selected impure states of the mind. We already know how the impure states of the mind: conception, perception, sensation, projection, and from the projection that causes the desire, and the desire, and then that desire causes the impure states of the mind, and we are thinking, we are understanding about it, we are understanding the definition, cause and effect relationship, and also some example. So what about the likes and dislikes mind? So when my mind moves with the strong likes and dislikes, what happens to my life? So we can say a mind controlled by personal preferences and aversions, leading to biased and discriminatory behavior. I have personal preferences. Why? Or I have aversion. Why? Because I have a strong likes and dislikes. So how my behavior and thought will, how my behavior and action will be? It will be definitely biased. I like you, I dislike you. I love you, I hate you. So there is already a bias and discrimination. What is the cause? Again, you will see it is cause is the sankalpa, and the vikalpa projects either the happiness or the pain in being with someone. So my mind, because of the projection, is focused on sensory pleasure and subjective preferences. I would love to be with you. How long? I gave volunteer my session to the Ukrainians, and there are 25 girls and the women, and hardly 5 or 6 are men. So the two girls were very great friends, and something happened. They stopped talking, and they both started blaming against each other. And each one wrote to me that she should not attend your session. Should I say no to her? And I said, let me play. And I told both of them yes. So they both sent an email to them that sir does not want you to be in a session. They copied my email, so I shared the copied email to both of them. I said, what is your decision now? What is your decision? You see the strong preferences. They were friends, and now they are enemies. Because my mind has taken over me with the strong likes and dislikes. What is this strong likes and dislikes? This is the impure states of the mind. And you will be surprised, it has taken 6 months to be friend with them again.
Oh,
Their mind is so much dominated and dictated by the strong preferences. Before that, it was also dictated by the strong preferences of friendship. And now it is dictated by the strong preferences of enemies. This is how we live our life. That is why I put into the category of strong uh, likes and dislikes mind. Think. We have to think. When you think, what happens? When you think along this line, you recognize the projection, you recognize the projected thought with a feeling and emotion. When you recognize it, you raise your awareness, and that lifted awareness dissolves the strong likes and dislikes. So, impure states of the mind can only be removed by understanding, by knowledge. For example, I hate you and I practice meditation. So during the practice of meditation, maybe I'm relaxed, my mind has gone inside. But once I come out of the meditation, that hatred still remains. So I have a knowledge to understand. Knowledge is required. Contemplation and reflection is required. That is why I asked you to rewrite. That is what our masters are saying. Let us take another impure states of the mind, that is rationalizing mind. One is reasoning mind, other is rationalizing mind. The reasoning mind is a good mind because I want to know the cause and effect. And the rationalizing mind does not want to see the cause and effect as some thought projected. We are overwhelmed with that thought, we stick to that thought, and then it causes lot of pain and suffering. The tendency to justify and make excuses for bad habits, unethical behavior, and avoiding responsibility. That is what the definition of a rationalizing mind. You might be finding a lot of your friends, no, I hate my husband when he does this. Come on, calm down your mind. You are still living with the husband. Never make a comment. Think that no, she is still living with her husband for so many years and she whispers in your ears. She is rationalizing. Okay, don't make any comment, otherwise you will be in trouble. They will prove that their husband is really crazy. They will justify. They will make excuses for their bad habits. Rationalizing mind. From where it comes? Sankalpa Vikalpa. Sankalpa Vikalpa means imagined, projected happiness in giving into the negative. I give myself to the negative tendencies against a person, a situation, an event. My goodness, it generates desire to rationalize these actions. What happens now? What is the effect? It will. No, I'm constantly upset. The moment I see that person did not say anything to me. Rather, even if the person says good morning, it hurts me. Come on, he is saying simply good morning, but it hurts me because I have a bias. So, how I justify? Look at this guy. See, he's trying to cheat me and saying good morning now. Crazy. Leads to the impure states of delusion, dishonesty, ego driven excuses. Where is ego driven excuses? If someone says good morning, let me respond good morning. But no, my mind is burned. Past impression of in my mind of avoidance and ego preservation creates sankalpa and vikalpa of false happiness in justifying, and that is what the rationalizing mind. Grandiose mind. Let us look at it. Grandiose. Where is this grandiose mind? And
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Grandiose mind. I am the best person in this world.
Oh, grandiose.
Yeah, grandiose mind. That is the impure states of the mind. Inflated sense of self-importance and superiority.
Oh, yeah.
And that is why you stop talking to the lady living nearby in your neighborhood, driven by the desire for admiration and status. You can fit her into this grandiose mind.
Yeah.
Look at it. So this is also the impure states. What is the now? Find out the cause.
Right.
Sankalpa and the Vikalpa projects an imaginary happiness in being better than others. I am more intelligent than you. I'm better than you. Listen to me. You should not talk.
Apparently, that's what happens to bipolar
Yes.
people.
Yes.
At one point, they lose all their friends.
Yeah, they lose all their friends. So what?
Yeah, but I know we and myself and another friend, we tried very hard to be friends with her. And the other friend, she always said, but she is a friend who is not well. And we have learned not to abandon a friend who is sick.
That is a sign.
And she tried a lot. And then there was an end to it. She just couldn't continue. And not everybody has the strength to continue.
Yes, yes.
Can you blame the people if they give up? No, not really.
we should have that humility. If there is any service we can do to the people, we should always be ready. But if the other person is not ready, it's okay, it's a part of the journey.
Yeah.
So what is the effect? It results into pride, arrogance, and inability to accept feedback. No, they are not ready. It damages relationship and stunts personal growth. So what happens in grandiose mind, that I refuse beneficial partnership due to the false pride. Why I have a false pride? Because I imagine joy in dominance. But nobody likes the dominance. No one likes the dominance. Oh, keep on dominating. I'm leaving you. So belittling others' ideas while fantasizing about being the smartest. We fantasize. Fantasize again is the sankalpa and the vikalpa. Look at this grandiose mind. Now come to the common impure states of the mind, monkey mind. Monkey mind is also the impure states of the mind. A restless, unfocused, that constantly seeks something new through distraction. Now, see, I'm defining in a different way. Habitually, I'm seeking something new by distraction, which causes the restless and the unfocused state of the mind. That is what is the monkey mind. So, what is the cause? Sankalpa and the Vikalpa imagines happiness in short term pleasure, in avoiding short term pain. It is constantly, mind is constantly stimulated, generating a scattered monkey mind. What is the effect? Impairs my focus and concentration in my daily activities. It impairs my performance at work, communication, relationship. It prevents me, it blocks the deeper understanding of peace and the calmness in my life if I have a monkey mind. So I recognize people attend the session and they leave, and now they are totally obsessed with their monkey mind. They cannot become calm and relaxed. They leave it. So they left because of their own problem. It has nothing to do with me.
Right.
So a distracted, say for example, a distracted doctor can misdiagnose a patient. And that is what happened to me. Yesterday I have given the blood third time. They are not able to understand. I said, that is the last time. You are my primary care physician, and if you cannot find it, third time they have taken a blood and they are confused. So I recognize, I said, my dear doctor, I will change it. I did not say that you have a monkey mind, but this is a perfect example. Otherwise, doctor will say, I know you, or I know these things, or you know.
So what, he lost your blood?
First time, first time he found everything is normal, except my cholesterol is little high. Second time, the cholesterol level is at the peak, and he said, but you don't have a symptom. So I have to take another sample of the blood. And that sample of the blood she lost.
Oh.
I said, this is too much. Think of those guys, doctor, who enter into anxiety and panic if you are extracting the blood.
Yeah.
I'm not that type. You can take the entire blood from me. But this is too much. So yesterday I have given it, so... But you feel good? I said, I feel healthy and good. So you see how your Eastern wisdom helps you in living your personal, professional, social, family life. You just enjoy watching with that level of awareness. And I sat calmly. I sat with a joking mind that, yes, doctor, I know you are beautiful, but the beautiful does not mean you are taking care of me. So she looked at me. No, 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 no. Definitely, I'm extremely sorry, and it will not be repeated. so, so sometime, they talk so nicely, and you say, "Well, what a good doctor," but they misdiagnose you, so it is not a good doctor.
That's a little detail.
So it is a impure states of the mind. Now come to the sheep mind. Sheep mind is another impurity that is prevalent in the society everywhere, in all societies around the world, in every country. What is that sheep mind? The tendency to confirm and follow the herd without independent critical thinking.
Oh.
And we have lot of thoughts pertaining to the sheep mind. I have a tendency to confirm, oh, I read in the newspaper this doctor is very good. Conformity. Follow the herd. Reviews. You can fake reviews. And people do in the modern world on Facebook and other social media that, oh, you see, the review is 9 out of the 10. And I directly say I don't believe in any of the reviews. I don't believe. So it prevents you the critical thinking. Cause Sankalpa Vikalpa projects happiness or pain in being accepted and belonging to a group, leading to desires to conform. I accept out of the blue. Lack of awareness results in spreading misinformation, participating in harmful group thinking, and lack of individual clarity. I don't have individual clarity because I say, oh, you see the reviews 9 out of 10. Our central air conditioning has broken. It has been now 9 years here, so I want to replace it. So what I do normally for the gadgets, sometimes I still find cheated, but it's okay. It's a part of the journey, part of the life. So I got the 5 quotes from 5 different companies. You will be surprised. 2 ACs needs to be replaced. Central air conditioning. The first quote, $34,000. Second quote, $24,000. Third quote, another 21 or something. Fifth quote, $12,000.
Yeah.
So I will sit on this Friday. I will make a comparative sheet, and then I will Google out which AC is the better and how it works, where the warranty is more, and based on that I will make the informed decision, not getting carried by the sheep mind. And everyone who came to me to give an estimate, we have looked at it, our reviews. I said, I don't believe in reviews.
You're right.
Why should I believe in reviews? You are going to install the AC in my home. After a few years, I can make a review that everything is fine. And if there is a 10 years of warranty, after 10 years, I have to make a review.
Yeah.
Can you retain your customer for 10 years? Answer is no.
Right.
So don't guide me. Let me make my informed decision. So they looked at me and they said, I said calmly and jokingly. I said, now I have grown my beard, so I have to respect my beard. I make it in a jokingly way. I did not attack to them. Look at another upset mind, normal. These are upset minds. So, what is this upset mind? It is also an impure state of the mind, a state of being easily disturbed, frustrated, or agitated by external circumstances, people, relations. Easily, easily disturbed, easily frustrated, easily agitated, either by the external circumstances, situation, event. What is the cause? Sankalpa, Vikalpa projects happiness in the things going one's way, going my way. I have an imagined and projected thought. If the things are going according to that projected and imagined way, then I'm okay, then I'm not upset. Some people find that, oh, look at this guy who is suffering and I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying because you are suffering. And if you are not enjoying, if you are enjoying, how come you are enjoying? I'm getting upset. So I have a tendency of being easily disturbed. Then what happens? What is the effect? When we are this upset mind, we get results into frequent anger, impatience, loss of temper over minor inconveniences, impairs relationship and mental peace. Small thing, such a small needle will go into your arm to take the blood. You are not scared of the scissors, you are scared of a needle. So I see a lot of people. So upset mind. I can be upset on anything, in any situation, or with anyone. I may express it or not, but I'm already agitated inside. I have a sense of impatience, a sense of frequent anger and the loss of temper. Past impression is already there. It projected to the sankalpa vikalpa. It has a repeated thought. What is the repeated thought? The repeated thought of external, reacting to the external condition, relationship, and the people. And that causes lot of problem. Let us take another common fear mind. Fear mind is also the impure mind. A mind controlled by irrational fears, anxieties, and phobias. My mind is dictated by irrational fear. What is irrational fear? Unknown fears. I don't know, but still I have a fear, like this young guy who took dog for a walking and returned home. You are walking into your community. You every day you go out and you go into your house from that community and you are still thinking of the fear. It is irrational fear. So when there is a projection, we cannot think, there is a lack of awareness, and we cannot think of these, they are irrational fears. And that results into, effect is sometime when you continue that state, it results in paranoia, avoidance behavior, stunted growth. It's a big issue with the people. Someone who avoids all the social situations due to an intense phobia of being judged or rejected by others. We reach to that state. No, I don't want to go. It's better to relax. I rationalize. So another rationalizing mind also comes. So now we have two impure states of the mind. And the third state, impure states of the mind, it is the wandering mind. The monkey mind also joins with me. And then I have a lot of challenges, psychological, emotional challenges in my life, and that is hard to control. Only the knowledge can remove this ignorance. There is no way. Let us take one more, the biased mind. Biased. Mind is prejudiced and partial in its judgment, perception, and behavior. You see? So I already have a conception and perception, and my behavior. I have a prejudice or a partial in my judgment. It comes again from the past impression. I want to validate my existing belief. If you look like this, you are staring at me. So I want to validate my existing belief and preferences. So what happens? Then I enter. Result is discrimination, unfairness, close-mindedness. And that causes lot of issues with me. There is another mood swing mind. I'm taking a lot of mood swing. A mind prone to frequent and extreme shift in emotional states without right reasoning, without an apparent cause. A mind prone to frequent and extreme shifts in emotional states without apparent cause. I don't have an apparent cause, but extreme shift in emotional states. Because something is already present in my mind, the thoughts associated with an emotion. And thought comes from the sankalpa and the vikalpa. And that causes the happiness and unhappiness in response. And the effect is emotional volatility, instability in relationship, and a lack of inner equilibrium. Inner poise is missing, emotional volatility is there, instability is there. So it is always good to be aware not only of our mood swing mind, but also the others, and the best approach is to keep quiet. Don't start teaching them. If you start teaching them, they will fire you back. Depressed mind, a mind sunk in persistent feeling of sadness, hopelessness, worthlessness, and apathy. That is what the depressed mind is. And from where it comes? First thing we have to understand, it comes from the projection, imagined illusory permanence and identity with the negative thoughts and emotions. So I befriend with the negative thoughts and emotions, illusory permanence. I see the permanence in my negative thoughts and emotions, driven by delusion, greed, and that triggered the depression. So what is the result? It impairs your motivation, relationship for life, leads to isolation. In severe cases, it's self-harm, suicide. These are the different impure. We are going step by step. These are the different impure states of the mind. And we can take in a criminal mind also. That is also an impure states of the mind. A mind that rationalizes and engages in unlawful, unethical behavior for personal gain or gratification. Simple. Rationalizing mind, we have already covered. So criminal mind is covered with the rationalized mind, money mind, monkey mind. So all the three goes together with the criminal mind. Oh, forget about, oh, I will I will be unlawful in this event also, and again I will put myself into law. Unethical behavior, then I will put into myself, I will create a shade of my ethics. And that comes because of greed, lust, delusion, results in legal punishment. We already know the social ostracization. So these are some of the common impure states of the mind. So then we will understand. First, you have to be very clear. You have to rewrite it again and send it to me.